This isn't the video I was planning to make, but instead how I made 5 or 6 figures from my side project and quit my full-time job and sailed off into the sunset. So if you have been following my Build in Public series called Localhost 1000, you might have seen I built an app called apexplayground.com, which essentially is an online code editor where Salesforce developers can practice programming in Apex. So in this video, I want to explain why I chose to quit that side project kind of prematurely 2 months into it, and maybe why you should consider quitting your side project too.
Tell me that I'm more than fragile. Tell me that I am enough. Tell me that I am enough.
So last month, I read this book called The Dip by Seth Godin. It's a super short book, and I read this on a 2 hours flight to London. And I felt like I read this book at the right time. I had to hear what's being said here. So the premise of the book is all about knowing when to quit your project versus when to keep going. It teaches how to identify the dip, as Seth says, and when to keep going to come out of the dip on the other side, or to quit to focus on better opportunities. So with my project apexplayground.com, I built it mainly for a few reasons. Number one, I wanted to put together all the knowledge I have gained over the past few years in one place and build a full stack application end to end. And number two, I wanted to have the knowledge of building something from A to Z and launching it to real users and learn how to get real users, i.e. sales and marketing. After launching it, I got a whopping 17 users in total, with little to no marketing at all. Apart from the YouTube video I did post on LinkedIn, and that's about it. And I went to this Salesforce conference that happened here in Prague, and I pitched it to a few people to see what the feedback is like. And the responses were pretty good in my opinion. And people were like, oh, that's a cool app, I'll check it out. And they did try it out. But apart from that, I did not do much marketing, mainly because of the insights I got from this book. So the book goes through mainly two ideas. Number one being quit or be exceptional. Average is for losers. So Seth says the next time you catch yourself being average at something while you're thinking about quitting, you only have two options: either quit or be exceptional. This kind of stuck with me, and I thought about this idea in the context of my project, and I asked myself a few questions. Can I make this project exceptional? Possibly. So if I put real effort into sales and marketing and get enough users on board, I can maybe pitch this as a hiring tool to some clients. That's one way this can go. Or maybe I can just make this a free tool for the community, so giving back in some ways. So in my initial video, I explained that there were a couple of apps that were doing something similar. So the only way for me to stand out was either I do something exceptional or quit and put that time and effort into something else. Which brings us to the second point, which Seth discusses in the book. So the second idea Seth goes through this book is quitting as a short-term strategy is a bad idea, but for the long term is an excellent idea. So the idea of quitting as a short-term strategy, meaning when the going gets hard, quitting is a terrible idea. That means if there is a problem that you don't know how to solve, or it's really hard to solve, so that you're quitting, means it's a terrible idea. Or you don't want to put in enough time and effort into solving something because it's hard, and then you're quitting, means it's a terrible idea. But if you're quitting for the long term, meaning you find out there's no enough ROI or return of investment on your time and effort in the long run, means quitting is an exceptional idea. That means you found out something is not worth your time and you free up your time to actually excel at something better. So I brought this idea again in the context of my project, and I thought about, if I put in enough time and effort into it, can I be exceptional? Yes. But do I have enough ROI on this in order for me to put that time and effort? No. So I thought about quitting on the project now so that I can focus on something better and excel at that. So I actually have an idea that I've been working on for a month now, and I launched it last week. You might have seen it if you're following me on Twitter or read what's going on my community tab. So that is something that has the potential to be exceptional in Seth's words, or something that I find has a bigger ROI on my time and effort. So I thought about, why not pursue something where I have a real problem to solve rather than a nice to have tool. And this project is not anything novel. It's not a novel idea or something, but it is something that's not here in the Czech market. So I want to bring it here, and it has the potential to be something big or exceptional. So I want to double down on that. So if you take away anything from my experience or this book, it's not the fact that you should quit your side project before giving it a proper run, or even worse, not start anything at all. But it is the fact that the next time when you catch yourself being average at something, ask yourself these questions and recognize whether it's worth quitting at this time, so that you can focus your time and energy on something else where you can be exceptional, which can lead to bigger opportunities. It is to recognize the dip and ask yourself whether it's worth pushing through to come out on the other side, or whether it's better to quit now so you can focus your time and energy on something better. Hope you find my insight helpful. Go grab The Dip by Seth Godin. It's only a couple of pages. You can probably finish it in an evening. Seth's books are really good. He's one of my favorite authors. And go check out my playlist where I built in public, apexplayground.com, and the things I learned along the way. So subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have been, thanks for watching.